So recently, Jack Wright, posted a long video exposing his ex, Sienna Mae. Well, Hannah Kosh on TikTok here is kind of doing a rundown in like less than a minute. Check it out.
Sienna Mae did to me. His whole side of the story about the allegations and everything that went down between he and Sienna. The full video is on Jack's YouTube, but here's a quick recap. He said it took him a long time to be able to come out and talk about this. Everything that his brother and friends were posting when it was all happening was completely true. The tweets, the stories, the videos, all of it. Sienna had real feelings for Jack and he didn't feel the same way. There were multiple situations where she would get naked or touch him inappropriately or get into his bed. He would say no, he didn't like it, and then she would apologize, and then it would all just keep happening again in this vicious cycle. He also talks about the video that went around of him completely unconscious where she was on top of him grabbing him inappropriately. That was one of the last straws. But he did say through this whole situation, he's become more strong and bold and has been able to say no and stick up for himself, and he's actually learned a lot.
You know what? I'm actually really proud of Jack because there is a lot of guys out there that wouldn't post something like this because there's a lot of dudes who will call you out like, bro, you're such a wuss, you're a pussy, blah, blah, blah. But for him to post something like this, is great. I think it's great because this type of stuff happens to both men and women, right? And a lot of times, no matter what, most people are afraid to speak about stuff like this happening to them. And by more people posting about it and talking about it, it shows other people it's okay to talk about it, show people's real colors. It's absolutely disgusting, especially, if he's saying he's not into it, he doesn't want it happening. This is not something you keep doing, you know what I mean? This is like a traumatic experience. This affects people differently, right? This could give people PTSD, an experience that they're going to remember for the rest of their life, and they're just going to think about how awful it was, I have a lot of PTSD from my childhood. Nothing like this happened to me, but there's a lot of stuff that happened to me as a kid where I have PTSD from. And I couldn't imagine something like this happening to me, right? I think SA, you know what I mean by SA, right? I think it's very serious, and I'm glad Jack spoke up about it. Honestly, if you think what Sienna Mae did was okay or justified or whatever, you're disgusting because no matter what, it is wrong. Anyways, if you guys want to stay up to date with everything, this is the channel.